The night was a suffocating abyss, its darkness so thick it seemed to choke the stars from existence. Holleridge House perched on a barren hill, its twisted silhouette a scar against a sky frozen with storm clouds, unmoving as if time itself had stalled. The house's wooden frame, rotted and blackened, groaned under an invisible burden, its shattered windows leaking a pulsing, crimson glow that throbbed like a wound. A rusted fence, half collapsed, bore a sign reading Holleridge, "No trespassing," its letters smeared as if written in blood that never dried. The air carried the sharp tang of rust and decay, overlaid with a faint sour rot, and a relentless ticking echoed from the house. A fractured rhythm that pulsed through the ground, a lone owl's cry sliced through the silence unanswered, as whispers of lost moments drifted on the wind. Faint but inescapable, 4 figures emerged from the shadows, their flashlights casting frail beams across the cracked, barren earth. Clara, a fearless documentarian, led the group, her camera rolling, its lens capturing the house's eerie outline for a film on forgotten places. She had been drawn to Holleridge by whispers of a house where time bled, where hours twisted and trapped those who entered. Ethan, a pragmatic engineer, gripped a tablet, his skepticism battling curiosity about the house's reported temporal distortions. Maya, a historian with a knack for the occult, clutched a leather-bound journal, her senses tingling with echoes of events that felt both ancient and imminent. Noah, a local with a haunted past tied to the house, carried a satchel of tools, his face etched with dread from stories his grandmother told, tales of a family lost to the house's endless cycles. The group halted at the fence, their breaths visible in the icy, stagnant air. Clara's flashlight swept over the house, revealing carvings of clocks and spirals etched into the wood, their lines seeming to shift under the beam. The crimson glow from the windows pulsed faster, as if the house sensed their presence, its rhythm syncing with their heartbeats. Ethan's tablet glitched, its screen flickering with equations that rearranged themselves into spirals. Maya's journal felt heavy, its pages rustling as if turning on their own, revealing sketches of hourglasses she hadn't drawn. Noah's eyes caught fleeting shapes in the shadows, figures frozen mid-step, moments blinking out of existence. The ticking intensified, a chaotic pulse that seemed to pull at their senses, urging them toward the house. Clara pushed the fence open, its rusted bars screeching like a cry from another time. The front door, warped and carved with melting clocks, hung ajar as if waiting. The foyer was a tomb of decay, its wallpaper peeling to reveal glimpses of different eras faded to musk, graffiti tags, a child's scrawl of a faceless figure, holding a broken clock. A grand staircase loomed, its steps warped as if stretched by centuries in a single breath. The air was thick with dust and the metallic stench of blood, and the ticking echoed from every surface, overlapping in a disorienting cacophony. Clara's camera glitched, its screen flashing images of the house and other times a family laughing, a fire raging, a figure falling through endless stairs. The group moved deeper, their footsteps echoing out of sync, as if the house warped. Their movements, Maya's journal pulsed, its pages filling with visions of a family trapped in loops, their lives bleeding into one another. Ethan's tablet displayed static, its data corrupted into spirals that bled red pixels. Noah's satchel grew heavier, as if filled with relics, watches, keys, photographs of strangers frozen in moments that never existed. The ticking shifted, fast then slow, as if time stuttered. The foyer opened to a library, its shelves sagging, with moldy books, their pages fluttering as if read by unseen hands. A massive grandfather clock stood at the room's center, its hands spinning backward, its pendulum dripping crimson liquid that pooled on the floor, pulsing like veins. The library's walls were carved with spirals, their lines weeping red, as if time itself bled. Clara's camera captured shadows moving independently, forming fleeting images of people reading, running, screaming before dissolving. Ethan's tablet sparked, its screen showing the group in the library, but older, younger, or not themselves, caught in moments that hadn't happened. Maya's visions intensified, revealing the house's curse. A clockmaker, betrayed, had bound his family's lives to the house, their time fracturing endlessly. Noah's flashlight caught a door at the library's end, its surface etched with a spiral clock, its hands moving in reverse. The ticking became a deafening roar, and the crimson glow pulsed faster, as if the house fed on their fear. The door led to a corridor that seemed to loop impossibly, its walls lined with mirrors reflecting not the group but fragments of other times, lovers dancing, soldiers hiding, a child weeping over a broken clock. The mirrors shimmered, their surfaces liquid, and Maya's journal burned her hands, its pages now filled with the same spiral she saw in her visions. Clara's camera glitched violently, showing the group trapped in the mirrors, their bodies twisting through time. Ethan's tablet melted, its circuits forming spirals that glowed red. Noah's satchel tore open, spilling watches that ticked in reverse, their hands dripping crimson. The ticking turned into a scream, a sound of time shattering, and the corridor twisted downward, defying space. The corridor ended in a spiral staircase, its iron steps slick with crimson liquid that flowed upward, as if gravity had abandoned. Reason the air was frigid, heavy with decay, and the walls pulsed like a living thing. The group descended, each step echoing in a rhythm that clashed with their own. The staircase opened into a vast basement chamber, its walls lined with shattered clocks, their gears grinding, leaking red liquid that formed a swirling vortex in the center. A colossal clock mechanism loomed at the room's heart, its hands spinning chaotically, its gears dripping crimson. The ticking was unbearable, a cacophony of fractured seconds, and the walls seemed to breathe, their spirals pulsing in time with the glow. Clara's camera captured the mechanism, its screen showing the group trapped within its gears, their faces aging, dissolving, reforming. Maya's visions merged with reality, revealing the clockmaker's curse, his family bound to the house, their lives bleeding through time's fractures. Ethan's tablet burst into flames, its spirals lingering in the air, whispering their names. Noah's photographs showed him in the house, in moments he never lived, his face pale with terror. The clock mechanism shuddered, its gears reversing, as crimson liquid poured from its core, forming tendrils that ensnared the group. The shadows solidified figures of the cursed family, their eyes hollow, their hands dripping red, reaching out as if to pull the group into their endless cycle. The chamber dissolved into a void, a timeless expanse where clocks floated, their hands spinning in chaos. The group's silhouettes flickered, caught in loops. Clara filming, Ethan typing, Maya screaming, Noah running, repeating endlessly. The house's heart, a pulsing crimson glow, loomed over them, its rhythm the only anchor. Clara's camera, now on the ground, recorded the void, its cracked lens capturing flashes of the house's past families, trapped, time bleeding, moments unraveling into nothingness. The final frame showed Holleridge House's exterior, silent, under the frozen storm clouds, its crimson glow extinguished. Text faded in. The footage was found on the hill a month later. No trace of the group was ever found. The screen went black, leaving only the sound of a single faltering tick, fading into silence.